I'm Tina Struthers. I'm a visual and textile artist. I'm based in the Montreal region of Quebec, and my art practice is sort of separated in two principal fields. So I create my own studio arts research-based art practice, and then I'm very involved in commissioned public art projects and developing cultural mediation or community social outreach projects. I'm very intuitive in my creation method in my art practice. I love getting physically involved with the materials that I create with. I really love working with textile and fiber-based materials because it's so it's so relatable to people over the world. From the moment we're born, we're wrapped up in cloth, and it's one of the first ways we express our individuality is through the way that we clothe and dress and express our uniqueness in a visual way. And I love the way that one can manipulate cloth as a material to represent other things and emotions and feelings, and I find it creates this real connection with the viewer. So yes, but in my practice, I'm very organic in my creation process, although I really start with a lot of in-depth research and readings. And my work very often touches on social issues, climate change, human impact on the environment. It's in constant flow. Denim is such an approachable medium. I think we all know the feel and the comfort that a good pair of jeans or a denim jacket bring. It's workwear, and it's got really humble beginnings if you look historically what the fabric means. And then denim for me also has this real embodiment of being, since it's produced in cotton and since it's produced so largely, it really has this embodiment for me of what the fashion industry or clothing industry promotes. And then I find denim such a powerful material also to talk about the waste aspect and environmental impact of the clothing industry on water production, since it's made of cotton. And I think there's very few companies, Can being one of them, that are actually really pursuing how to reduce water use in the production process and how to develop products that are more environmentally friendly and leave less of a carbon imprint. So denim for me really is this embodiment to talk about these issues as a material in itself. And then it also has this comfort aspect. It's home, no matter where you are, it's home. I often express other themes in my work, but as to my intimate thought process, because specifically my work is very involved and it's very time consuming. So you spend hours in sort of a meditative state while you're creating and repetitively stitching, which really is, I go through a lot of different thought processes. Sometimes it's very deeply personal and emotional, and sometimes it's larger or more from a global context. But I think one of the things that really speak to me and that I really often reflect about is what is the trace that I'm leaving and what is the trace that we are leaving on our environment and on the time that we're living in, and how this fluidity or the flow of time changes and what the markings are that we're leaving and how that changes our environment. So yes, I think a lot about traces and what those traces, how they merge into the flow of time. So the title of my artwork for this collaboration is Flux Infini, or infinite flow. And I really think about the flow of water and this infinite circular economy that we're trying to create, and also how that reflects on circular ecosystems. So for this collaboration, for this artwork, I used principally the denim supplied by me by CanCan. So it was reclaiming a few pairs of jeans, but then I added to this safety pins and zippers and some sparkly fabric bits. And I think I wanted to play a bit on the sort of grunge, punky aspect that denim has in the fashion industry, and sort of reflect a little bit on that the attitude it brings, but also on that glimmer of hope that we can create change by creating more ecologically conscious products. So the inspiration behind my CanCan artist project was really about the flow of water and creating circular economies and awareness. So I'm originally from Cape Town in South Africa, and having grown up in Africa, our awareness for water and water use is so different to the awareness for water use in Canada, for example, or in the States, where there is just so much more of it for most parts. And really thinking about how we use it and create awareness. So I have these protruding parts in my sculpture, which becomes like water droplets or growth plants. So yes, another theme that often comes out in my work is metamorphosis and change. So I'm really reflecting on the change we can be in how we create and how we use products and how we recycle. And as a basis, I wanted the artwork to represent this puddle of water with light reflecting in it, which is that reflection of hope.